Team Fortress 2, everyone's favorite first-person shooter game, and therefore the best first-person shooter game. Please help I held my hostage. I'm forced to say that TF2 is the best game. But as everyone who has at least a half a brain cell knows, TF2 wasn't always the same game. And since it was made in 2007, which is way back. So, I'm gonna be telling you the history of Team Fortress 2. Let's go back to the year 2007 where TF2 was first released. Back then, TF2 wasn't a Steam game, so it meant that it was not free and was only available on Orange Box. And back then, TF2 character designs were a bit different, along with the weapon designs. And ever since the game was released, TF2 only got minor improvements, bug fixes, and problem fixes, and not a major update. But the very next year, 2008, April 29th, TF2 got a first major update, and there's the Gold Rush update. Gold Rush? Oh, medic update.
Man!
Focuses on medic, so, yeah, anyways. The update included a new game mode payload, the first heavy update was pretty good, according to some people since I started playing on 2022. Anyways, it also included some bug fixes and changes on the maps and weapons and items. It was a great update. And then February 24th, 2009, the Scout update hit. So it included 2 and 3 new maps and the Scout achievement. Not so much compared to other last 3 updates. And it also had some bug fixes and things and map maker requests. Then we have the Sniper vs.
Good day, gentlemen.
2009. So this got divided into 8 days, but I'm just gonna add them all at once. Sniper Achievement Pack and Spy Achievement Pack got released, and along with 9 cosmetics for each class, today known as the retired items, which I'm gonna talk about later again. And then they added 4 new maps, item draw system, and a payload-based mode. I'm surprised at how time wasn't here, so and here are some general fixes and changes that Valve made. It was a great year, yeah. It was good. And then August 13, 2009, we had the classless update with a ton of cosmetics, 4 new maps, or 5 new maps. There's the Song of God, the King of the Hill, and Capture the Flag, and the King of the Hill mode, not Hell mode. And they again added some minor changes to it. And here's the first weapon rework with Force of Nature, with a few fixes in Sandman, and with 75% of all incoming damage instead of 50% on stun players and stuff like that. Just read it, just pause it and read it in the middle of the video. Yeah. So I put 3 updates here because there's really nothing much. So we have the first Green Fortress update, or just the terrifying Team Fortress Haunted Halloween special, and the Left 4 Dead 2 pre-purchase or promotion. Yeah. So we got the Cheers event, the most iconic TF2 hat, the Ghastly Givers, mildly disturbing Halloween mask, and Bill's hat with 2 new maps, and Harvest, and the event version of it, Halloween event. Then we had the War update on December 17, 2009. This release is Soldier Achievement Pack and Devilman Achievement Pack with gunboats. If you think that is Escape Pod and not Equalizer, then it's just a bad model. And they added 2 new maps with Double Cross and Gorge, and yeah. And they also added the crafting system and with a bunch of crafting tools. Yeah. And then January 27, 2010 hit the new year with Propaganda Contest, the continuation of War Update, where you make propaganda posters for contest or something like that. So first place went to Jay Axel with this poster, which is pretty decent. And then second place goes to Amber. No, it's not Amber Turd. Don't worry. At least I hope so. And then third place went to John Freeman. And these were the prices for the winners. And they actually got the winners hat, some prizes for it. Their names and stuff. Their names are on the hats. Yeah. And then we have in March 18, 2010, the first community contribution. We have Paint Train, Homewrecker, and Delica's Bar, and 9 new cosmetics. Yep, that's 9. Yeah, that's 9 cosmetics. Sorry, I just had to count for a moment. And then we have the poker night at the inventory update, or whatever you call it, at April 15, 2010, where you play this game that isn't TF2 and you earn TF2 items, that is Maxis Severe Head, Luggermore from Big Kill. And then April 28, 2010, there was not much release, just Critical Love for Scout, and whatever this map is. I don't remember map names that much. And then April 29, 2010 came with 119 update. Don't worry, it's not 911, it's 119. With Mercenary Badge, Soldier of Fortune, Grizzle Veteran, and then May 5th, 2010, Primeval, what do we call it, Warrior, got released as Badge Cosmetic. And then May 20, 2010, second community contribution update came with Scotsman Skulker and Tribalman Shiv, and 11 new cosmetics. It's released. At least I think it's 11, since I didn't count. Whatever. And then in June 8th, 2010, the Mac update dropped, where TF2 became available for certain MacBooks. Still not available for MacBook Air that I own. That's sad. Anyways, they also added a training mode, which I don't find really useful, earbud, and a comic where they show the basic history of how mercenaries joined the team or got the job. And at the same day, they also dropped the Engineer update, obviously the update for Engineer. They added Engineer Achievement Pack, a hauling ability for Engineer, 2 other weapons for NG, and 4 new maps. And in the next month, September 30th, 2010, the Man Economy update came with a handful of items and 5 item sets for 5 classes, obviously. And they also also added a few cosmetics and a thing called supply crate where they give you certain cosmetics or unusual cosmetics. But this whole crate thing will impact the TF2 economy 9 years later. For now though, nothing bad happened to Team Fortress 2. In fact, a pretty neat event came. The second annual Halloween update, also known as Green Fortress update. The update released a whole bunch of items and a first boss of TF2, the Horseless Headless Horseman. You can fight it for some reason. It's a boss, it's Halloween, and it is only available on Halloween events, so yeah, that's neat. And the update really didn't give anything that special or been leaked, but it's still pretty good. And then December 17th, 2010, the first Christmas update came, also known as Australian Christmas update. The update gave the game a new game mode called Medieval Mode, where players are only allowed to use melee weapons or only certain weapons of other weapon slots. It's pretty cool game mode, but watch out for demo nights there. The update also released this item test map for some reason. It doesn't really have things that much, but you can test items with the console command item test, and then you pick an item and stuff like that. So it really doesn't have special on this thing, special thing on this thing. And they also released 3 new item sets, continuing from the Manconomy update. Yeah. They also released 6 new weapons and yeah. And then a whole lot of other gifts for TF community, with a lot of cosmetics and things and tools like backpack expander, Christmas crates, Christmas keys, and yeah. And then in March 10, 2011 patch, the very next year, and 3 months later, a patch came like it just says there. There was a little pack, named Shogun Pack, and it's just some bunch of Japanese stuff. Oh, and this is my favorite part of the video because I can make a Well guys, this is all for the part 1. I honestly thought this is gonna be just a whole big project that I can finish at once, but I got a little lazy and I just don't have enough time these days because of school stuffs, and I just get lazy and tired and I just say fuck this and just don't do it for a day and work on it only a few times. So yeah, I'm gonna do a part 2, and if I get lazy there, then I will do a part 3. And yeah, I promise I'll be finished by part 3. And also the other reason why I'm uploading this soon is because that one guy just unsubscribed from me because I haven't been uploading only for 2 weeks. That isn't even long. Please be patient. Please don't subscribe. I promise I'll upload. Just please don't unsubscribe. Please? Okay. Well, I will see you in part 2 of this TF2 history. And bye bye.